Hello, welcome to a Paper Flourish craft video. My name is Julie. Today I'm going to cover an organizer for my Stamperia mixed media journals. We now have these in store. This is a new product released by Stamperia and they've done this fantastic cover, and inside you've got the bands here and they're to fit the cover I'm using today fits the A5 journal. So for example, and you'll actually fit 4 of these in the folder. So that goes in the band, pop it in, and then you can add up, you can add 4 of these in there. So that's the stone paper one. So this is for this size. Now this is the white paper organizer. That's the one I've bought so far. And so it has got a lovely finish on it. So you could leave it exactly as that and just decorate it with your papers and things. So it would look really pretty. And it also comes with 4 corners, which they'll go on at the end. They look gold to me, but we'll find that later on. We'll leave them in the packet, or else I'll probably lose them during the course of this video. Now, this size as well to fit your A5 journals. This also comes in a beautiful ivory canvas. So that's on my shopping list. That'll happen at some point. They also have made a smaller one in the white in the paper, and that's to fit the A6 journals. So all 3 of the organisers are now in store. So that's the reason behind this gorgeous cover. I guess you could use it for anything. You could put any notebooks or anything in there to keep them all together. So the one I'm going to make today, I've decided to use the beautiful Sunflower Art Collection to decorate this. And with my love of mixed media, I'm going to make this into a mixed media organizer. As I said, the finish is so lovely that you could just cut out your cardstock, your papers, build it up and make a really pretty album cover. Use the die cuts as well. But I'm going to start with a bit of a mixed media finish to it. So first thing I'm going to do is use my Stamperia Primer. I'm going to prime the insides and the outside. I'm not going to do this area. I've decided to keep this area completely, hopefully free of product. So that's my plan. So I'll go ahead and do that. Just paint everything with primer and give it a really good dry. Right, that's completely dry, so I've used that primer on the cover. The next thing I'm going to do is add some paint to the cover. I grabbed these are the colours which are in the Sunflower Art Collection, and I've decided to go with leaf green. And what I'm going to do is paint the spine, and I'm just going to paint the edges of the cover inside and out, because of course the middle of it will be covered with paper. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, cover has been painted with the leaf green Allegro Stamperia paint. Okay, inside and out. The other colours I briefly showed you that were in the Sunflower Art Paint Collection: light blue, cardinal red, corn, ivory, and this one is brick red. Any of those colours would have worked. They're all designed, or they all go with the paper collection, Sunflower Art. Now I'm going to add, first up, I'm going to add some fabric. This is from the Sunflower Art Fabric Collection. And you get 4 beautiful pieces of fabric. This is the one I've chosen. I'm going to stick this to the spine, and I'm going to do it with mixed media glue. I'm going to layer of mixed media glue, pop the fabric down. I've cut this so it's probably about 1 inch wider each side than the spine. So eventually the edges will be covered with paper, the paper that I add. And once I've stuck that down, I'll dry it, trim the bottom, and then just put a layer of the mixed media glue over the top to seal it down. Right, that fabric is now stuck down. I've only done 1 layer of mixed media glue to seal it at the moment. Once I've got the papers and everything in place, I'll do another complete coat of mixed media glue over the entire album. I think that looks quite pretty. Okay, now the 8x8 Sunflower Art, this is the one I've got. If you had the 12x12, you could use that as well. What I love about the 8x8 is the images are that little bit smaller, which is going to work nicely on this cover. Now this cover measures across here 6 3/4 inches across, 8 7/8 down. So what I've done is I've left the 8 inch top to bottom, but I've trimmed this to 6 inches. You can see, so it's going to end up on the cover with that border of green around the edge there. And I've just chosen 4 papers. I've decided to go, rather than with the backgrounds on the back, I've actually gone with the images. They're just absolutely beautiful. And this is the one I'm going to pop on the front. So I'm going to put one on the front, one on the back, and then I'm going to put one on the one on either side of the inside cover. I'm going to layer of mixed media glue on the front, pop the paper down, layer of mixed media glue over the top. You dry between each of these coats, and then a complete layer of mixed media glue over the entire cover to seal it. So I'll go ahead and do that. So that's all dry now. Inside of the cover, these images are just beautiful from that Sunflower Art Collection. And here's the front and back cover with the gorgeous fabric in between. I have sealed everything with 2 coats of mixed media glue, and it's all completely dry. So now I just want to add a little bit of stenciling onto the spine. I'm going to mix volume paste with the corn paint just to get a really pretty paste, and then I'm going to do some stenciling on the cover. This is a lovely stencil that came in the Sunflower Art Collection, so I'm going to do some, just patch those beautiful patterns along the spine. So here's that paste mixed with the corn paint. It's really pretty yellow colour, and I'm just going to pick up with the back of my metal palette knife, pick up some of that gorgeous paste. Let's put some of these lovely patterns on the spine. There's a word up there, positive. Let's see if I can get that on there. Stenciling's all dry. There were some words in that stencil, so I've tried to get those words on the cover. I've got positive, sun and energy, but I think that adds a nice little touch there to the cover. I've got the ground Espresso Distress Archival ink and my Tim Holtz stone blender, and I'm going to go around the edges of the entire cover with this ink. Now at this point I've decided to pop the corners on, the metal corners. They're a lovely colour, they're almost like a brassy gold colour. They look really nice to finish off the edges of the album. So all I've done, I'm going to put a little bit of Stamperia craft glue just along the edge there where it's going to go. Slip the corner over. And then just press it down. I've just got some wire cutters here, just something to press that down and hold it. But I figure the Stamperia craft glue will help it stick there as well, hopefully. That's the plan. There's not too much more I'm going to do to this album. What I'm going to do is, here's my Stamperia die cuts. So I've used these at another point, so they're all in a bag. I'm going to choose some of these die cuts. I'm going to then ink the edges of them with the ground Espresso Archival ink and stick them onto the cover with glossy gel. So I'm going to make my selections and then I'll show you which ones I've decided to go with. All right, this is what I've been playing with. I love this little fence. What I'm aiming to do is just have something here to cover where the fabric goes onto the paint. So I thought this little fence might look really cute here. But that would look sweet, and maybe one of the sunflower flowers, even this one here, I might pop that there. If I've got something like that where it's going to be a bit uneven, I just pop a little bit of box board or chipboard underneath there to stick it down. But I might do something like that. I've got the word creativity. That'll go up here in the corner. Might even pop that on some mounting tape. And I'm thinking of using one of the butterflies. If I just organise, put the wing sort of there over the join, it might just cover that up. I'll have a play with that. I've got some other sunflowers and things here as well. So I'll see what I come up with and I'll show you the finished product. But I will attach them down. I might use some with Stamperia craft glue and then I might do some with the glossy gel. I'll just see what seems to work best. All right, these, I've got the die cuts in place now. They're still just drying at the moment. I ended up just attaching them all with the Stamperia craft glue. And I said this little sunflower is just a little bit higher. It's got a little bit of box board under there to raise it up. The final touch I'm going to do, this is a new product Stamperia have just released and it's called Contour Gold. Comes in 4 colours. I've gone with the gold colour. And, whoops, you might be able to see already, I've already done just a little bead, a little pearl in the middle of the butterfly. So I'm going to do that. It's so easy to use these. I'm just going to pop some little beads just along the centre of the butterflies. And it'll just add that little extra touch of something to the project. Very easy to use. This will need just a little bit of time to dry. And once it's completely dried, I will show you the completed cover. I think that just looks pretty. I might do a little dot here just to add that little extra touch. I don't think I'll put any on the sunflower, but I think that looks quite pretty. There we are. I'll just let those completely dry, and I said I will show you the finished cover. And here's my finished journal organizer. So front cover, and then open it up on the inside. I love the images from this gorgeous collection. I've popped 2 of my journals in, still space for another 2. And then the back cover. And then the back cover here. It's a lovely image, isn't it? The butterflies. And then the gorgeous spine there with the stenciling on it. So that's my completed journal. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back soon with more videos. Thank you. Bye.